Hello and welcome to the brief demonstration of the Craft ROBO from Blue Edge Crafts. And today we're going to cut out one of the templates for a box that comes with the software with the Craft ROBO 2. Now the Craft ROBO can cut out all the shapes and fonts and anything you can think of, and a fantastic machine with nothing else to buy. But this works particularly well in conjunction with your printer. Now in the case of this box, you'll see on screen that we've got a red box and nice coloured hearts around the top. Now if we send that to our printer, we will print exactly that onto a card to bring back to our Craft ROBO and cut out for us. Then we can use this for two-fold cards or boxes or frames or whatever you want to do, even colouring in some of the letters. So what you'd normally do is bring this up on screen and go to File and go to Print, and just follow through and do exactly what you would normally do to print on your home printer. So that's nice and easy. And when that prints, it will actually print black registration marks around the corners, and later you'll see the Craft ROBO searching for those, so it gets its orientation on the page correct for being able to cut out what you've printed. Now the other clever thing that the Craft ROBO can do, when you're designing, you can put down, now you can see these red lines. Now if you put this exact colour red line down, the Craft ROBO knows that you want it to cut along those lines and actually cut completely out. If you want to do a crease or a fold in any way, if you put this green line like you see through here, that knows that you need to do a score. So it actually does like a tiny perforation just to weaken the card to make it fold in the right places. So it's very straightforward and quite easy to understand. Now once we're ready to go, if we just press File and Craft ROBO, we just follow these instructions through. Now straight away, the first thing we have to say is that we're cutting card. That's right. Now all up here, all these parameters are set, but they are the parameters on how hard the knife is cutting through and what the thickness and so on. So we just click Next and follow the wizard along the bottom. If you get stuck, the instructions are fantastic for explaining it to you. So we've got to get the paper in the printer or in the Craft ROBO, and so what we do is we take our printed sheet that we've just produced and we use the cover sheet that comes with your Craft ROBO. Now it's got a wax protected coating on it, so we take that off, keep it safe, and all the time you're not using the sheet, put it back on there. Now we'll take our design here and put it on the carrier sheet. It's sticky a bit like a post-it note, so we just take out all the air and make sure it's down nice and tight. That's it. Now let's feed this into the Craft ROBO, and there's markings on the machine so you can see where to put it. So just put it in nice and square and roll that through. That's it. Now it's about an inch in there. Now go back to the screen and we'll say Next because we've done that, and we'll do the search for registration marks. That's it, and now we're ready to cut. Now all we've got to do is click on our cut little button up here, and it'll ask us if we're sure we're ready, and here we go. Right, now what it's doing here is just looking for these registration marks that you can see, those black 90-degree marks on the corners. Now it needs to do this really to work out to overlay the cutting pattern over the printed pattern that you've done. Now after it's done that, it will roll the page backwards and forwards a few times. This is just checking that the length of the page is correct. It'll check the width, and at the same time, while it's doing this, you can visually see if the page is absolutely level and straight in that cutter. Now here we go. It's doing its perforations, and this takes a little while obviously to go around the whole area, but it's not that slow. It doesn't take too long, but it will go through and it's cutting those ones ready for creasing, and then it will cut the whole thing out. Now once you've done that, this is what you end up with. There's the box with the cutouts all folded together So that's another demonstration from bluedgecrafts.com.au.